We've all seen the new iPhone 17 leaks and rumors that are out there, and it's true that the phones look crazy and they seem like they're going to be a very nice, new, refreshing addition to the iPhone lineup. But are they actually worth it? Should you really wait, or should you just buy the 16s that are out now? In this video, I'm going to go through a direct comparison between the 16s lineup and the 17s lineup, and we're gonna go and see which one you should actually buy and which ones are worth it. So to obviously go through an in-depth analysis and tell you guys which phones you should actually buy, I'm obviously gonna have to go through the entire lineup first so that you guys can know what's actually in the lineup and what you could possibly be getting. Now, I don't want to plug myself here, but I did just make a video on all of the new iPhone 17 leaks and what's coming and what isn't, and I showed you guys a ton of pictures about all the new renders so that you guys could actually see what could come. So if that's something you're interested in, finish this video first or go watch that one straight away and then come to this one so we could actually decide whether the 17s are going to be worth it or you should just buy the 16s that are out now. So I'll really quickly go through the entire 17 lineup just so you guys, if you haven't seen the entire lineup, are going to know what's coming. So first in the lineup is going to be the iPhone 17 base model. Now this base model, which is something I'm going to critique later on, is very disappointing. It's pretty much just like the 16 and it really isn't going to have any big changes. Usually this is standard with Apple. Their base models every year aren't going to be anything amazing, but with the 17 Air coming out and sort of the new camera bumps, it was expected that maybe they would have done something different with the 17 base, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So if there is any question as to whether you want to buy the 17 base for any reason, just stay away from it because I'm telling you right now, there really is no difference from the 16 unless you're coming from a really old iPhone, in which then you might be able to see some differences. But even in that case, I tell you just save $100 or $200 and just go for the iPhone 16. The second iPhone in the lineup is going to be the iPhone 17 Air, which obviously, like I said in my previous video, is going to be turning a lot of heads. That's the phone that's going to be Apple's thinnest that they have ever released. And it seems like it's going to come in at a little higher of a price tag, but due to it being so new and sort of the X factor of this year, it's understandable. Next up in the lineup is going to be the Pro model. So this is going to be the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max, which apart from the camera bump, which I'll put on some pictures on screen right now, and the two-tone back case, there really isn't going to be much difference. Obviously, the battery might change, the screen as well, the size perhaps, but to the regular person, those are things that really aren't noticeable, so I'm really not going to dive into those. For now, I'm just going to take a look at the general phone itself and the big upgrades that a normal person is going to notice. So in terms of the recommendations or not, and whether you should be upgrading, we obviously have to look at the 16 models as well. Now, obviously, the 17 is going to be a new breakthrough model for Apple. Like I said, the new camera bump is going to be revolutionary and it's something we haven't seen across any iPhone ever. So that's obviously going to add a lot of X factor and a lot of wow factor, I should say, to the phones. But that doesn't mean that just because of that wow factor, you should go ahead and buy it. But I will say that if you are looking to upgrade to something that isn't the 16 base, let's say you're looking at the 16 Plus, the 16 Pro, or even the Pro Max, then in that scenario, a 17 Air, 17 Pro, or 17 Pro Max could definitely be worth it, especially if you're coming from a much older phone. Since this change is going to be generational and it's something we haven't seen Apple do since forever, it really is going to feel like a brand new phone that we didn't have before. So in those scenarios, I would highly recommend for you to go and upgrade to either the 17 Air, 17 Pro, or 17 Pro Max. In terms of pricing though, the prices are going to be pretty similar. The 16 and the 17 are all coming in at very similar prices. For example, the 16 Pro Max is coming in at $1,200 and so would the 17 Pro Max. Now, whether those prices are going to come down due to the 17s coming out could be probable. I'm not entirely sure. They should, but again, we're just going to have to wait and see. Since the prices are so comparable, I really don't think you should be buying anything other than a 16 base when you could be getting the 17 Air, 17 Pro, or 17 Pro Max for around the same price. And you're getting an iPhone that hasn't been seen ever with a completely new design that's bound to turn a lot of heads. So my big main takeaway from this video for you guys really would be this. If you're on an older iPhone and you're looking to upgrade to something that isn't the 16, so let's say you're looking to upgrade to the 14 or the 15, then go ahead, because those prices are going to be a lot lower than what the 17 is going to bring. If you're somebody that's, let's say, on a 14 or 15 and you were previously looking to upgrade to the 16, 16 Plus, Pro or Max, then there I would tell you wait and wait for the 17 Air. The 17 Air especially, because like I said before, the 17 base is just going to be the 16 base in different colors pretty much. So it really isn't worth it. Wait for the 17 Air and you're going to get a one-of-a-kind phone that Apple has never introduced ever. A big issue there though, and it is something I mentioned in my last video though, is that there is a little caveat and a slight issue in the 17 Air. Now this is honestly just my own personal take. I haven't seen anybody else say this, so I'm not sure if it's just me kind of being skeptical because of nature or what else, but I'm really not sure how the 17 Air's durability and battery life is gonna be. So personally, I would hold off, wait until some YouTubers do some day in the life tests or day-to-day things with the phones to see whether they actually hold up. The last thing I'd want is to recommend you guys to go out and buy the 17 Air when after only putting it in your pocket for one time, it ends up bending. And if the battery life doesn't even last you an entire day. So if I were to give you some advice, I'd say just wait around a little bit until some YouTubers or people have done some day-to-day tests on the 17 Air to see how it actually holds up and whether it isn't gonna bend like the iPhone 6 and whether its battery life does hold up. If it does though, then I would 100% tell you go ahead and buy it, and I honestly would be very jealous of you because that's a phone I want to get. The reason I'm making this video is because I myself bought the new iPhone 16 without seeing all of the 17's leaks. And granted, my previous iPhone 13 was pretty much dying, so I did need an urgent switch. But I would have maybe gotten a battery change and then later on gone and gotten the 17 Air. Because like I said, it does look really cool and it's going to be completely revolutionary to what we've seen before. I guess that'd be it then. The video is very straightforward into what I'm saying, into what I'm recommending, but I really do hope it at least helped some of you out to make a decision. And if you do end up getting the 17 Air or something similar, send me a message, leave a comment, something like that so that I could see it. And if you want, you can do your own reviews as well, and then just leave them in the comments and I'll try to see them as soon as I can. Until my next video though, I'll see you guys in the next one.